This country carries two names, and neither one was given by the people who live here. One half comes from a Malay word about hair. The other half was borrowed from a coastline in West Africa, far across two oceans. How those two names came to sit side by side, and how the land beneath them stood up as one free nation, is the story we follow today. This is channel PNG. Let us start with the name itself. The word Papua is a local term with origins in Malay, pronounced Papua, meaning frizzled hair. It was recorded in the Malay Dictionary of William Marsden in 1812. The term New Guinea was given by early explorers and colonizers. They adopted it from the region of Guinea in Africa because of the similarities they perceived between the people of the two places. The word Guinea itself comes from the Portuguese Guiné, which means land of the blacks. Papua New Guinea, commonly shortened to PNG, is diverse and unique among Pacific countries and among the countries of the world. Consider only the anthropology. The native people are settled across the whole country, from the highlands to the coastal lowlands, and across the sea to the islands, each with its own culture, its own values, its own way of life. More than 800 languages are spoken by the tribes of this nation. In time, one common talk grew between them, the language spoken everywhere today, PNG Pidgin. In Pidgin itself we call it Tok Pisin, meaning pigeon talking. Papua New Guinea lies in the southern hemisphere, close to the equator, just above Australia on the world map. It sits in the Oceania region and forms part of the Pacific Islands, in the southwest of the Pacific, at roughly 6 degrees south, 150 degrees east. The island we share with Indonesia is the second largest island in the world, and the two countries meet along a land border. The total area of Papua New Guinea is about 462,840 square kilometers, from the highlands to the coast, and across the sea to the islands within our waters. The landscape and the vegetation are shaped by that varied ground and by the climate. The climate is tropical, hot and humid all year round, with two seasons only, wet and dry. The average temperature sits between 26 and 28 degrees. In the lowlands, the average maximum is around 30 to 32 degrees, with a minimum near 23 to 24. Cooler conditions set in as you climb, from about 2,100 meters above sea level. In the highlands, the daytime maximum ranges from 20 to 30 degrees, depending on place and altitude, while at night it can drop to between 5 and 15 degrees. At the highest altitudes, it sometimes falls below 5. The country holds mountains, atolls and volcanic islands, coastal plains, valleys with large rivers, lakes and swamps. The central highlands are rugged mountains and deep valleys, and some peaks rise beyond 4,500 meters above sea level. Before independence, this land was colonized by Germany and by Britain in the 1880s. The Germans held the northern part and called it German New Guinea. The British held the southern part and called it British New Guinea. In 1906, under Australian administration, British New Guinea was renamed the Territory of Papua. After the First World War, the League of Nations placed the former German territory in the care of Australia as the Territory of New Guinea. Australia administered both until the Second World War. Much of the Pacific fighting between Japan and the Australian, American and British forces was carried out on the land, in the air and in the waters of Papua New Guinea. Japan invaded the territory of New Guinea from the 23rd of January 1942, taking Rabaul. The campaign in the territory of Papua began on the 21st of July that same year. In 1945, the Empire of Japan and its army surrendered to Australia and the Allies, and the New Guinea campaign was ended. After the restoration and full recovery from the war, with support from the Allies, Australia took the greater part of the control of the two territories. Western development and establishment spread through the regions and changed the traditional life of the people. The people were educated, they learnt to live under the Westminster system of government, and they took on much of Western culture. In 1949, Papua and New Guinea were joined under a single administration as the territory of Papua New Guinea through the Papua New Guinea Act passed by the Australian Parliament. The country was called Papua New Guinea when self-government came on the 1st of December 1973. That prepared the way for independence. On the 16th of September 1975, Papua New Guinea gained its independence from Australia, one of the early Pacific Island nations to do so. The country joined the United Nations on the 10th of October that same year by Security Council Resolution 375 and General Assembly Resolution 3368. In 2025, the country marks 50 years of independence, a milestone for the nation. The people of Papua New Guinea look back and see how far this country has come since 1975. The government and the people are grateful for what has been achieved in development and in growth. Despite the political, economic and social difficulties this country has seen, we embrace the good that has been gained in these 50 years. We are thankful to every individual across the nation and to our partners outside it who contributed to this country in one way or another. Today, Papua New Guinea is still striving forward, whatever the challenges, and hoping for a better developed country in the 50 years to come. Two names were given to us. The one we chose for ourselves is our catchword, unity in diversity. May the people stand together as one nation, one people, one country. God bless Papua New Guinea.